Hello students, today we are going to see how to create calendar control and use it in the ASP.NET project. So let's get started. First we'll create our new project under the Visual Studio. So we are going to select the empty website. So create new project and then empty website. We'll click on next. You can give the name to your project, then we'll create a new project here. Now, after creation of your empty website, first you have to add the web form. As you know, it's an empty website, so we have to add one web form. Now, click on OK. Okay. Now the next part, under the design. In the design section, you will get the calendar control from the toolbox. If you are not getting the toolbox or if it is closed, then you can go to the view and just click on the toolbox and just drag and drop your control, that is a calendar control. Now under the calendar control you will get the various properties. You can change it, example like your access key, your border color, background color. If you want to change the background color, you can change it using the property. Now you can also change the theme of your calendar control. For example, I will click on it, auto format. Now simple is there, professional look is there, classic is there, also the colorful and colorful too is there. Now whatever you want, whatever theme you want, you can select it. I'm selecting the professional one and we'll click on the apply. Now let's run our project and let's see the look of our calendar control. Okay, now as you can see, our calendar control is created, and after selecting the date, first we'll print the date here. Okay, so let's see. You can also add the holiday as well. Okay, so I will click on events. Under the events, you will get the various event here. First event which we are going to use is your day render. So after creation, after creation of your calendar control, you can show the holidays. For example, if you want to show 22nd as some holiday, you can provide one label there. So I will double click on the day render. After double clicking on the day render, you will get the .cs file. Now under this function, that is calendar day control, that is calendar day render, I will write my code. Okay, now if my date, so if e dot, what is e is your day render event. So if e dot day dot date dot year. Okay, so if my year is 2024, as you know currently we are in the 2024, and e dot day dot month, and if the month is equal to 8, currently August is there, so I will use 8, and we'll select the date as well now. So e dot day dot date dot day, so day, d capital. Okay, day is equal to, I want to set the holiday for the 24th occurs, so I will write 24. Fine. Oh, just a second. I will change it. Day dot month. Okay. Now, if it is there, we had selected some data. Now, I will set label L1 is equal to new label, and then L1 dot text. I'm setting the text for my label is equal to whatever you want. So here I want to set the Ganpati holiday. So I will set Ganpati. And then the next one, e dot cell color, you can change the cell color as well now. So I will first add them, that is I want to add controls dot add L1. So it is added there. Now the next part. Okay, now the next part, we are getting some error here. Why? Because we are just writing here equal to, we have to write double equals to. Similarly, here we have to mention that day dot date. So I have to mention day dot date. Okay, now everything is fine. Let's run our project now. Let's see. So as you can see here, we are getting the Ganpati holiday on the 24th. But if you will look it is not looking properly, so we'll add break line here. Why we are adding the break line? To view the Ganpati holiday on the new line. As you can see, it is now you can see it properly. Okay, so 24th is Ganpati holiday. You can add one more holiday if you want. You can change the date, you can change the year, you can change the month as well, according to you. So I will add one more holiday. You can change the holiday name to anything like your birthday. You can add the birthday as well. So if you want to set your birthday, you can set it. So I will set it on the August only, and here I will mention the date. I will run it again. Let's see the output. As you can see, okay, now let's see the next part. Okay, now the first part is completed, that is we had added our events, or you can say the holidays in the calendar. Now let's do the second part. In the second part, what we are going to do, first we'll change the color. Change of color of what? Whatever we are selecting. As you can see, first we'll run our project now again. As you can see, after selection you are getting some blue color here now. So you can change the selection color as well. How to change it? Let's see now. So for this you have to create one more function. How to create it? Just go to the design page, again this sign events, and under the events you will get selection change. Under the selection change, you have to mention calendar dot selected. Okay, calendar dot day selected day. First let's see what is the id. It is a calendar one, so I will mention here calendar one. Okay, now let's see the suggestion now. Yeah, so you are getting selected day style dot back color. So I want to set the back color, so I will write system dot drawing and then color. So I will add color, and whatever color you want. So I want a red color, so I will set red color. The next one again, if you want to the faux color, that is a font color now, so I will change the font color as well. So same code will do, but instead of writing back color, we'll write here faux color. Okay, similarly you can change the color name, so I will add here yellow. Now let's run our project again and let's see. So after selection you are getting the red color and your font color is yellow, as you can see here. Now the next part, let's see how to find out the difference of days. What is the difference of date? So difference of date is nothing but the difference between two dates. So to perform this operation, first we have to take one more calendar control. So I will select one more calendar here and will take one button as well as one label to show our output. So I will take one label as well. Okay, now button's id is button 1 and label 1 is there. So we'll click on the button. Now on the button click, we'll add time span here. So time span will create object, that is ts is equal to calendar 1 dot selected day minus calendar 2. Okay, dot selected date. So you are going to minus the day, that is selected day from the calendar 1 minus selected day of the calendar 2, and we'll add here label 1 dot text is equal to ts dot Total days, you are getting dot to string. So we'll run our project again. Let's see the output now. So I will select here, for example, 21 is there. Okay, and we'll select 23 here. Now let's see the difference between these. That is -2. You're getting the -2 here. Similarly 22 and 31. So you are getting 9 days and so on. So whatever day you are going to select, you will get the difference between them. Why we are getting the -1? If you will do calendar 2 minus calendar 1, I will run it again. Now I will select 22 and 24. Now you will get the positive number, as the number should be greater. So 24 is greater than 22. That's why you are getting the positive value. Okay, so thank you so much, class. That's it for today. We'll continue our session with the new practical in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much.